Hi all, it's Simon Keeling here at weatherweb.net. Thanks again for watching. A quick reminder about weatherweb being kept free of charge because you keep on coming back and using the site. It means we put more adverts in front of you, which means it generates more revenue, which keeps the site free of charge. Now I know lots of you say, oh, don't do adverts, don't put adverts on there, but I have to put adverts on there because that's what generates the revenue, and it means that we can keep weatherweb going and produce more videos and produce more data for you as well. Weatherweb is a commercial activity, so it has to make money. If it doesn't make money, it doesn't exist. It's as simple as that. We are still looking at introducing a premium section of Weatherweb, which would mean that you wouldn't see adverts, etc. But that's still a short time off. But of course, I'll let you know when that is introduced. Okay, so on with the forecast for today. Looks like high pressure is going to be building in during the course of the next 10 days, and it does look as if it's coming in from the south. The ECMWF has had it in there for some time. GFS Ensemble is starting to pick up on it as well, and it does hint that we could see some drier weather on its way. Maybe quite a bit of sunshine in there too, but as always, I mean, as it seems to have been for the last few weeks, things not as straightforward as they could be. Still got residual troughs at upper levels, and as they come through, they'll enable showers to be triggered, some of them fairly heavy. So let's just take a look, and I'll go through exactly what I mean. So this is the ECMWF then for last night, and what it does, it shows, look, this lower heights out towards the west. This is a deep low that's out towards the west. Got a ridge here in the Western Atlantic, got a ridge through Europe, but extended a trough look down into southeastern parts of Europe. Quite an unsettled pattern for the early part of June. If we knock it on by 24 hours, you'll notice what happens to the trough to the west. Look, it gets cut off, so that low in the heights here, this geopotential low, just gets cut off. The jet re-establishes to the north, it re-establishes to the south here. This little feature here is then left to fend for itself. Knocking it on by another 24 hours, so this takes us on to the 8th. And so this is going into Sunday, and again that feature's left out there, look, on its own, and it's still there even into Monday. But then it tends to re-engage with a further trough that's out towards the west here. But look, we get this ridge just pumping its way northwards. You see the shape and the ridge there off towards the east, that pumping in warm air all the time. And as we go forwards through these sequences, you'll notice that what the ECM tries to do is to strengthen up the trough, the low out towards the west here, because of the trough that comes in. A secondary one comes in as well, so it kind of just cools this whole system off and lowers the heights through there. It does eat away at the ridge for a time, and this is the chart for Tuesday. So as this trough feature here, as this shortwave trough swings its way northeastwards on Tuesday, it does bring the threat of some showers during the course of Tuesday, but it's quite a short-lived feature, because then heading into Wednesday and Thursday, we then find that the ridge builds back in, more warm air being pumped northwards by the ECMWF, and it's this then that builds the heights through the British Isles, and what that then does is enables the surface high to really get going. So that's the chart then for the 15th. Look, we've still got high pressure centred over the country. So these hints of building pressure and dry conditions during next week are certainly held out by the ECMWF. Incidentally, this is the 15th. Just look what it's trying to do down here, developing little areas of low pressure down across central and southern parts of France. Now, they could be thundery areas of low pressure, and I think what we need to watch for by the time we get to the end of the 15th is one of these coming northwards affecting southern parts of England. But before that, it could go warm, it could go dry, and it could be sunny as well. Let's just look at how the GFS Ensemble handles the same series of charts. So these go forward in 12-hour steps. We've got the time here in the top right hand corner. This is from the 6 o'clock run of the Ensemble this morning, and if we just go forward, look, there it is, there's our low out towards the west. Look, it engages again with that second trough, and yeah, the Ensemble sees that and thinks that's a reasonable solution, but it then builds in the high and it's building the ridge, look, all the time in here. So our ridge is building through at the end of next week into next weekend, and then by the 15th the ridge is still there. What it's not seeing, because the GFS ensemble, the resolution isn't there quite so much, and it will smooth out more. It's not seeing thundery rain coming up from France, but what it does do is it tries to give us the impression that the ridge is maintained coming up from the Azores through into the week after next. So it's seeing this prolonged period of fine weather. And if we just look at where pressure is forecast to go, this is from Meteo Centre. It's from the spread of the GFS ensemble. And you notice here, look, this just general rise. And if we take a middle line here through the members, you can see that pressure is generally 1020 to 1024. This was for, where did I do this? It was Manchester. So, you know, central parts of the country here, we're looking at pressures rising and kind of staying quite high there for some time. So it certainly is showing us through various different models the idea of this area of high pressure building in. Just one other thing I wanted to show. This is again from Meteo Centre, and it's the comparisons for next Tuesday between the various different models. This is the one where the showers are coming through, and it really does show quite well. Look, the trough out towards the east and the ridge out to the west. We've got the Canadian here, we've got the GFS ensemble here, we've got the ECMWF here, and the UK Met Office down here. And you notice, look, how all of them have got this trough feature out towards the west there. What's going to be interesting is what happens when that swings through and how far south it is when it swings through, because it will be triggering off some showers. At the moment, I think Ireland, Scotland, Wales, western parts of England probably most prone. I think generally we'll probably find eastern parts of the country are in better conditions, but I think what that does is it just interrupts the potential for a dry sweep during next week. Also, just an interesting one before that as well, before that takes place, is the threat of some heavy rain during the course of Saturday. And if we just bring up Saturday's comparisons, here they are. What we're looking at here is cooler air trying to get in. So that's Saturday. Let's just show you Sunday. There's Sunday, and you look at those lower heights and the cooler air coming in here from the west, shown on all the various models here. And what that may well do is to trigger some very heavy showers across the country during Saturday. At the moment, difficult to tell exactly where they're likely to be, but I think we've probably got to go for Scotland, down through northern England, Wales, the Midlands, down into the southeastern part of England. That sort of area could be seeing some heavy thunderstorms and some pretty heavy hail if all comes together during Saturday from that one. So lots going on, and as I say, we've got drier and some warmer weather to potentially look forward to during next week, especially if the ECMWF operational comes off. Actually, let's just take a very quick look at the ECMWF ensemble. Times again are shown in the top here. These go forward in 24-hour steps. Let's just take a quick look at what these are showing, and if we go forwards, there's the 8th, 9th, 10th, look, still got that low out towards the west. Here we go into the 12th, the 13th, the 14th, and the 15th. Showing there a tendency actually more towards the GFS ensemble, but still keeping the high in place and still keeping things generally drier and warmer as we go through next week. So I'll leave you with that for now, but once again, thanks for watching. Whatever you're doing, keep the sun shining, and bye for now.